Alright. Alright. So, hello everybody. I wonder if someone can hear me. If so, that's a test. Also, I should probably put this on mute. Wonderful. And then we're gonna watch the intro, which I haven't seen before yet. It's actually not randomized, it's always the same one. I'm pretty sure this is Metal Gear. But probably not a Metal Blade. So, this is the Mega Man 2 Randomizer. Someone suggested I play this in the ROM Hackeria thread, so I thought why not? It's not like I've got anything better to do. I do actually, but hey, whatever. So, we're playing as Roll. You can set the sprites, so figured why not? Everything is random, so this is gonna be different as well. What this does is change bosses, weapons, enemies, and their behavior. The boss weapons have different behaviors. The weaknesses of the enemies are changed, so we're gonna play around and find out how it is. And I hope that the audio settings are fine. If anybody notices anything, please let me know immediately. And yes, the colors are also randomized. The stage names, you can randomize those, but I did not. I just used the default settings, which I figured were the best idea to begin with. And I already tested this one stage. It is in fact Freshman stage, so the level geometry is the same, but the enemies are different. I've seen one screen, so I'm actually also going to start with that one just so that we're not super surprised by that. And I can have everything else blind. Yeah, the music is also different. Which is great because I like this track a lot. So, the slowdown is obviously very real here. I almost got through. Well, let's see what waits us next. What will be spawned from here? Nothing? That's fine. Shrimps. Oh, this is really boring. I really should get better into commentary here. So, I mean, the thing is, the level design is the same, so I gotta react to the enemies a bit. There is more of these frogs. I think there were just tellies here before, so I guess all the... Ah, for fuck's sake, almost did it. Almost did it. All the tellies are just replaced by frogs, maybe. I don't know how the rules here work exactly. Good. Good enough. Right, that's a really nice 8-bit port of that Mega Man 6 track. XX, of course. XX. You wouldn't need to port Mega Man 6. Now we wait. The slowdown is really annoying, but I guess that's what happens if you put that many sprites on screen. And off we go. The good thing is, I don't know if anybody notices that, each of these frogs can spawn, the big frogs can spawn 3 smaller frogs, will spawn 3 smaller frogs, but it will not replenish those unless you kill all of them, because I'm particularly ill-equipped for killing all of them. All I have to do is just, well, wait them out, basically. So, there were PPs on this screen originally? Well, it's just a net. That's fine. Is there a clown going to be? No, I guess that's a separate one then. Good. Anything here? No. Speed tricks. There were mets up here, if I remember correctly, and it's just shrimps again. Alright, so the mets in the corridor before were also replaced by the shrimps. I mentioned, by the way, how nice the color scheme is. It's beautiful. I also like that it's changing the time of day, or going to space, I guess, as it was before. Here's the tallies. I do not like this. But I mean, it's not like this wasn't a pain in the ass before, with constantly spawning peepees from the top. Okay, where is he going to fly? Nowhere. So that's good. Cool. Without items, this is really annoying, of course, because I can't get the one on the top. And I completely forgot what the correct path is. It's not like I know every single inch of Mega Man 2 off the back of my head. It's been quite a while since I last played it. And I think the last time I did play it was also when I Let's Played it, so yeah. I'm not going to go for the E-Tank. I'm just going to see what the boss is and hope that I can get a fun weapon to try out. Wow, these are tanky. Like all of these things, like enemy health and so on, they're also randomized, so I can't really tell what's going on. But I mean, the stage itself worked out really nicely, even though the Wily logo was a little bit fucked up, as in non-readable. Well, let's see what we have here. It's just Crashman. I think their behavior is in the sense of projectile speed, jump height, obviously is also changed. So this might be a little bit tough to win then. Whew, okay, so I mean, like we got him down over halfway, that's nice. I don't quite know if I'm going to be able to do this just as it is. So, usually would make him jump over you, of course. He still jumps when you shoot. But I don't quite know where he's going to jump to, so... I think the tactic would be to pump as much into him as possible. Yes! While he's still on the ground. Awesome! Oh yeah, one other quality of life thing, the mash beam. The randomizer does is make these really quick, the stage transitions, so that's nice. I'm gonna put a save state here, because why not? And just in case something happens, and I guess we're just gonna go in order, because it doesn't really matter. I mean, everything is going to be quite different anyway. And I more or less started with Crashman because I always thought the Crash Bomb was pretty interesting to try out. What's T? I don't know, but I guess M is now... Whoa, that's a pellet. I guess we got a kind of a quick boomerang. which deals almost no damage to these, and wow, there's pawn. But I can kill it, so that's nice, isn't it? What's going on? Oh, that's not fun. Yeah, but at least I can kill these, so that's nice. But it doesn't go down on the floor at all, so I just have to tank that, I guess. Which isn't particularly fun, but that's... oh my god. Wow, oh, I mean... take that, I'll take that. That's actually pretty good if it hits something. And it has a lot of ammo, I'll take that. So these ones are not randomized. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Okay, I guess I found a good weapon to use. Just because they require the surface and everything. That's in the readme file. I actually learned it. I used to be better at that. But I'll let you in on a secret. It's all because I practiced these levels a lot. I'm not actually good at Mega Man. Yeah, these were the bunnies. Health drop. It's very nice. It's very nice. It's not like I need the ammo. I mean, it always feels good to replenish ammo, but... oh, these guys. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. These are just impossible to kill, huh? Wow. Okay. Well, good thing I didn't waste all of my ammo or anything. It's not ironic, it's good that I didn't waste all of my ammo, because it just has basically infinite ammo. I'll take that, thank you, and thank you. Wonderful. Good, so remember, do not try to kill the crabs. Sure, it's okay. Do not try to kill. How will I... I guess I can't do that. Wow, is that guy like super weak to the Mega Buster then? Oh, that's annoying. These are the monkeys, I guess. For fuck's sake. Wow, this is not fun. Ah yeah, we do still have lives. I mean, that's a quality of life update they really could have done. So while we're here, could anyone tell me if the sound is good or anything? Just really quickly check. Well, I mean, there's one person watching, which might as well be myself, so I guess I'll just continue. Let's not do that. Let's just go in order and see until we find something else interesting where we can break through. I mean, I can probably do that, but it seems like with a little bit of a better weapon it might be more interesting, or maybe an item. Ah, tallies again. And more Mega Man X music. Why are these so tanky? Then I guess I can just keep going on. Whew. Ah, for fuck's sake. Oh, those crabs are gonna be the death of me. They are. They are going to be the death of me. Still happy with what the quick boomerang became. I guess I'll just push on. The weapon drop really got me off my rhythm there. Down you go. This is tough. And no, there's just no way I can't kill them. They have to run. Oh my god. Okay. As I said, the enemy weaknesses are also randomized, so they might just be specifically resistant to the Buster and the new Quick Boomerang. So I guess I'll just have to tough it out for a while. And that's also why I want to try different stages and see what else I can get in terms of boss weapons. Because if I get like a leaf shield that kills the crabs in one hit, then of course I'm set for this stage. Just keep going, like it's a speedrun. That's also a fun way to play, I guess. here. Oh yeah, of course. Also one hit. Oh, that's nice. Good. The PPs did become frogs then, huh? Oh no, these PPs are just PPs. That's also fine. Maybe I can get a health refill. Because it would be nice at this point. Oh my god, I don't need ammo. Whew. Well, okay. Not here then. Again, I can definitely do this, but my personal philosophy, if I have like a new challenge in Mega Man, is just like go to a different stage and then see what happens there. And at some point you're going to break through eventually. I mean, I got one, I got a nice weapon, but it's probably easier to get somewhere else, to go on somewhere else rather than bang my head against that. I mean, here, I saw that one. So it's a good start. Oh yeah, but I know that I can kill these. Yes, okay, so that stays consistent. That's nice. Oh, this is not good. That these take so long. And that they're here, in fact. Wonder what they... Oh! Whoops. I think that's like the first time I ever died to this conveyor belt, or maybe that's the first time anyone died to this conveyor belt. It might well be possible. Palette is kind of pleasing. I need to work on my edge jumping. Ah! Wonder if they're weaker to the Mega Buster. Which is of course number T. Not really. You can spam this, but... Ooh. Oh no, these things. I can't kill them. Oh wow, this is garbage. Again, I might need something which can just deal with the drills in a more efficient manner, because I don't really see it right now. Like no good way of dealing with them. At least I can kill the presses. I really should have studied Mega Man lore more. I don't know the names of these enemies. I'm so sorry. And here I thought I was an expert in all of this. So let's see, just spam to your heart's content. Nah, I really should just tank the damage and go. I know I'm not going to kill anything like this. Alright, what wonders await us next? Completely forgot about the extra life up there. It's possibly because I never go here with items. Okay, that takes a while, but at least it doesn't fire. Let's see what the Buster does. It's about the same. So I stick to this, it's a little bit more spammable. Yes! Phew. Oh, that's good. That's very good. Okay, you can only have a few of these projectiles on screen at once. That's also randomized. But for these applications, it's utterly perfect, despite its weird flying arc. I'm not going to get that one. Probably shouldn't jump at all. Yeah, still. Yeah, just mash it out, mash it out! Alright. Oh. Ha! Whew, blessed checkpoint. Probably don't have any lives left, right? Nope! I mean, I could use the E-Tank. Probably should use the E-Tank. Alright, let's see here. If I can do it. Oh. Wow, that's slow. But I won't beat him like this. It's actually bad that it's so slow. Wow, there is a lot of shit on screen. Can't believe I got actually done in by the changing conveyor belt. Ah, for fuck's sake. Ah, that was close. God, I hate the life system. Well, whatever. I mean, I know I can do it again, but let's just see what else happens here, shall we? And when I get another weapon, I can try that against different enemies. Can I do it? Don't have anything in fire stance, so I guess I'll just... Whoa! I could do it. Didn't expect that. So, the Quickman lasers, are they just like environmental hazards? They are. I don't like that, but at least I should be able to do it, I guess. What the hell is that music? Oh god, not these fucks again. Oh, there was a clown. This works. Interesting. Oh, that's a blessing. Thank you very much. Definitely a bless RNG run. That's the wrong platform to stream on, I think. Oh no, I forgot about that. Too complacent. Oh, I'm sorry. And here you can see that these are specifically weak to the Buster. They take a lot more damage from the Quick Blade. What was it called? The something's mash beam, right? Left, more left. Close as always to the right, to the left immediately. Never jump. Left. Don't get the life. And further, don't jump. Oh, there you go. Okay, so these are in fact weak to the Mega Buster, unless they despawn. That's also good. Okay, I'll just leave them be, I guess. And that's that. Okay, so that's a really easy stage. I might just retry this one. Let's see how Quickman behaves. I mean, he's always... Oh, that's not Quickman. Okay. Oh, wow, cool. So there is a few bosses that are, I think even 4 of the bosses that are specifically weak to the Mega Buster and take double damage from it, because that was the way in the originals? I think so. Like Flashman was also weak to the Mega Buster in a sense. So that worked out. I like that. Good. So the password doesn't work, the readme says so, there is absolutely no reason to show that. Anyway, another save here. And let's go in order and then revisit the ones later on. So this is not Bowlman. Yeah, it's interesting that the first 2 were at their same places then. Anyway, so that's the metal device. I mean, that is still just Metal Blade. Wow, fuck's sake, they're actually immune against it. Oh my god, this is terrible. There is actually a lot of really bad enemies in this game, and I'm feeling that now, like, wow. And in this case, it's just like, if you can't kill them quickly, that's just like, oh, that's not a good thing. Well, I'm gonna try that later. So, let's see here. I really need something against the crabs, but as I said, the enemy weaknesses should be randomized. So if I get a weapon which is good against them, hopefully it's not atomic fire. What's BP? Is there anything here? Are those guys again? Get up there. Crabs again! I'm wondering if this is also randomized. If it is, I don't know. Yeah, this is... Ooh, I don't like that. Let's see what happens. Do they spawn in? Oh my god, they still spawn in. Ugh. Okay, okay. I think the crab conundrum is just a constant here, and if I don't have a way to deal with them, then I won't progress much in some of these stages. I mean, I can always tank through them, of course, but that's not the way it should be done. I'm still not entirely sure if it's just like specific enemies being replaced with other specific enemies, or if every enemy is just completely randomized. Like I've seen some repeats here, but on the other hand, there were a bunch of repeats in the original as well. So, well, doesn't really matter. PPs again. What was here before? I mean, just Joe's, right? I don't think that it's actually. There is no way I was staying up there, but hopefully it's just not as. Oh my god, the damage! It's not as vital as it was before to stay up there, because I'm not seeing it with these PPs. At least not with a weapon that cannot shoot forward correctly. Well, I mean, I ran better than expected, especially after I saw the crabs. So let's see how this treats me. Oh, that's this woodman. Well, I guess everybody did get randomized. So good news. The damage from his leaf shield is actually reduced in this hack specifically. So the randomizer hack, no, not this one, I wanted to try the metal blades, which are now called F. Yes, F. So yeah, they decided that this was too much damage, and did I hit the shield? I don't know, I should probably just try the buster. Oh, he's also hitting the buster, that's good. And that should enable me to tank a little bit more. Yeah, that was just really bad, but I should be able to just do that, right? Like damage raise him. I mean, that's a bit lame, but on the other hand, it's random, baby. So to stay here, yep, nothing happens, good. So I can just let him come for now. Oh yeah, also the ceilings have been removed from some of the boss arenas, which I do not quite get why, but it is definitely something that happened. There we go. Goodbye! Wonderful. Oh yeah, and the instant teleport out, that was also changed, so that's good. Gemini reset, huh? I'm pretty sure that is also randomized. And another save. And heat time. So... let's see how this treats me then. Oh wait, I should probably try out the Gemini reset, which used to be... oh wow. Is it just... straight ahead? That's fun. Still works? Still works. Good. Let's see how the non-metal blade is against these guys. It's not bad. Can still stand on these, that's fun. Oh, that's actually one hit. What is this music? Should I know it? No? It's just, I was afraid of going too far to the front right direction. Diagonal up. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that works pretty well. Hopefully I still remember the vanishing block segment. The slow-moving metal blade, and you can't have more than 2 on screen at once. That was actually nerfed from 4 to 1 to 3 randomized, if I remember the readme correctly. So that's pretty fun. Too slow. Oh, there we go. And goodbye. Okay. So yeah, that's actually an interesting way to like balance it in a sense. Oh, these are very resistant, okay. I guess I'll just do that then. Ooh, very resistant to everything. Ugh. Guess I'm just gonna have to do this. Whew, not super fond of how much tanking this requires, but I mean it is just randomizing enemies, so what am I really expecting here? Oh wow, there we go, there we have a weakness. Does it? No, it does not. Too bad. Goodbye. That went well. That went over his head. Good. Any other surprises? Yes, of course. Gotta get a little bit closer. And I'm almost out. Hope I don't have to redo this too often. 2. Yes, on top. I mean, I realized that, but... yeah, just gonna use the buster. All their old reflexes. There we go. Onwards. And again. Okay. Come on, you did this for the Let's Play. I'm absolutely going to die. Against the one trap. Because just knowing about it doesn't save you specifically. It's always this pattern here. 2, 3 above. No. When is above? Well, that's not it then. I'm dead, aren't I? Yes, I am. Let's just check this real quick. The trap is still not there. Well, okay. This is dumb. Especially because now my not air shooter is gone. I'll just have to mash through these guys. That's the issue with special weapons, isn't it? I'll take it. What did he... he probably respawned. Yes! Thank you. Ah, wonderful. Okay, so good. T. The buster is T. My thumb! Alright. Good. This is barely possible to dodge. Even in the main game where they where they die quicker, it's just like, whew. Especially if you're in Flashman's level with the ice physics. It's just like, I have no idea how they planned on you doing that, but not like this. So, back to that grind, I guess. I mean, it's almost nice that they give you some opportunity to train, but I just slip. Yeah, really should get back here with an item. Or 2. Get it? Item 2? Wow, I'm so fun. One more. Have I mentioned yet that my short-term memory is utter garbage? Because it is. Have I mentioned yet that my short-term memory is utter garbage? It's here already. It's above the beginning of the lava pit. Third one and above the beginning of the lava pit. See why I always rant about memorization? If I have to do it and not like know it because of, you know, practicing for the Let's Play, then I'm just really bad at it. And it doesn't really help that I've done it before or anything. It's just a consistency thing. And I think I will never get good at that. Where is the trap? Here is the fucking trap. Of course, one off from where I could actually observe it in a safe environment. Next stage. Let's get back to this one and see how it goes. I mean, theoretically, I always have to deal with the blowing guys because they will always be respawning constantly. I can shoot downwards now, right? Ah, there we go. See? New weapon. And everything is better. Okay, I can't kill those, but I should probably switch back to... Oh, it's blocked somewhere. I thought it was a bit weird last time I saw it here that nothing happened. Did it just? It did! Yes! This is what Crash Bomb actually does in the original to these guys. It instantly kills them, even on hard mode. Or normal mode, I guess. So I guess I'm just gonna do this a little bit. That's very good that I found something against the crabs, because there are a lot of those fucks. I know what to do against these guys. There we go, point blank. It's also good against the hot dogs. Wonderful. See, just come back with new weapons and everything is fine. How did I dodge that? I mean, I'm not complaining, but how did I dodge that? There we go, getting back in the groove. Up here I had more Joes, right? Right. Okay, less spam, more kill, and we're here with full health. Nice. Can't wait to die against the instant death pits here. So these I just need the dust for because they're a one hit. Good, so keep on. Just ignore the fucking crabs. Yes, good, 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 good. And down there. So that was like the crucial segment here, I feel like. So Shogun. Also never liked Mega Man 2 Joes. Like there's just a bunch of enemies in this game which feel pretty unfair in the sense that I'm not entirely sure how they intended you to deal with them. And they were just like, okay, there is a way, like it's really hard to dodge them, but there is a way, so I guess that's it, we don't have to design any further. And that never has flown well with me. So I gotta keep my eyes peeled on the foliage, I guess. Not quite Metal Blade here, wonderful, wonderful. I don't really need that, but okay. Good, so wonder what awaits us here. Hopefully it's not quick, man. Or if it is, it's a slow one. On the other hand, well, okay, so I can't quite reach him with this, so let's try the metal blades. Ouch, okay, this doesn't work. Oh, so slow, so slow. He's weak to the buster. Well, I guess I'll just use that. Okay, so he does not go the full distance at all. I'm gonna keep to the buster until he comes closer, then I'll try one of the other two. So I think he's just always going to fire above my head like that. And then he's going to come not close enough, and... oh, I thought he might turn around, but he did not. I think his distance is also randomized. Okay, I'm going to try a different weapon. Oh, that's not bad, but it's not good either. So all of these have like an ultimate and a normal weakness. And whew, wow, it's good that I didn't get hit by those. But that's also nice. Silver Snake, huh? Okay. And item 3, so that's the first one. That's good. I always forget where you get item 3 because, you know, it's not the most useful of the 3 compared to the other 2. Gives you a few things, but mostly in Wily at the end. It's like a small bonus. So, what's it do then? Oh wow, it's just like instantly charged, huh? That's fun. Goodbye. Ah, for fuck's sake, I forgot this one. It's like, this is consistent, it always comes at the same point, so like the spawning places of these are at the same spot. Gotta remember that. Yeah, this one for example. But I still haven't tried the Silver Snake against them. Yes! 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 Good. It's still not fun, but happy to have something against the crabs, I guess. So let's try this again. Because I mean, I can't like not do it. Eventually I'll have to. Come on. Go. And only go. This one. And another one. Oh no, not here. You really have to memorize these things. It's super annoying, but there's just nothing else you can really do. Yep. And onwards. Anything else? Forgetting about these fucking things. Right, and because the life system is idiotic, always has been, it's just better to kill myself and start over. Where did I get an extra life? That's weird. But anyway. I mean, I wrote about this the other day, even in the ROM Hackeria thread. I just feel like whenever you die before the first checkpoint, it's just better to kill yourself. Because then you can have the full 2 lives once you do reach said checkpoint eventually. And basically the game encouraging the player to kill themselves is just like something that should never happen. And that's just a very obvious reason for me why it has never really worked. I get the idea of a life system. He respawned already. Basically giving you some sort of thrill when you're at your last life at the end, and then you have to fight the boss on said last life, and it's like super tense because you don't know if you can do it, and wow, such tension. And then even if you do kill the boss, it's the best feeling in the world. I get that. Like, I play Dark Souls, but considering the fact that you can just get lives as random drops from enemies, and what I just mentioned, I don't think that this kind of design has ever really worked for Mega Man. Yes, that's a hill I'm willing to die on for this game from 1989. It's incredibly important that people know my opinion about this. So I wonder if I can just cut through them. I can. This is a good weapon. I mean, it's almost brokenly good, but I don't care. See, the randomizer giveth, the randomizer taketh away. I mean, maybe they'll drop an extra life. Good. Yeah, I should just keep on using it. It's a bit low, but on the other hand, who cares? Wait, here-ish? Yes. Here-ish. Quite. Oh, it's getting really close. Just tank it. Oh, this shit. They are one hits? Really? Did it just miss all the time before? Just go down. Okay. I knew it. Oh, that's very welcome. Another one. It's just... Oh my god, this weapon is so good. Ah! One tiny one, I couldn't see it. Man, this stage sucks like this. But I can absolutely do it, so I guess I have to do it. for this. On the other hand, this one falls through the platform, so I don't really need anything else for this. Oh, no, I guess we reset here and onwards. Forget this one. There is another one coming here. Yes. Another one? Yep. Now I can just run. Okay. So, I guess that is solved. Another one? No. Good. Here I can just run. There's just one more of these platforms. Okay, good. So, the way to the first checkpoint, I guess, is clear, unless I do something stupid. I'm well known for being extremely consistent. After I did something once, I can always repeat it. Disregard what I did in Heatman. Speaking of, after we're done with here, we can just skip Heatman. Yay! There you go, an honest try. I mean, there were PPs here originally. I do not remember them being quite so obnoxious. Like, did they not get blocked by the cloud layer? Jesus Christ! Like, I mean, I could try counting when the next one will come. But I never quite know if I'm looking to the left at the moment, so that would mean that I miss it again. Because it's coming from the left in that scenario. Do it. Wonder what this does against them. You still pierce this rat. Okay, it doesn't even kill the egg. How the fuck did that guy respawn so quickly? I think that's the issue, like, it's inconsistent. I don't know if it's a randomizer thing, but I feel like the PPs have always been consistent before. Maybe I should just try and shoot the eggs as they come. I mean, that's the Mega Man 2 tactic in a nutshell, but on the other hand, I can't see where the PPs come, so that doesn't really work, I guess. Oh, all these weapon energies wasted. So sad. Come on. I think the issue with the respawning of the PPs is that sometimes I do turn around and then they spawn from the left, not the right. And that destroys my somewhat internalized rhythm of when they are going to spawn again. Yeah, you cannot really rely on you getting the eggs killed quickly enough. Because it depends on the rhythm of the Mega Buster flying. Okay, so again, no lives, which is always great when you're trying to figure out the boss weakness of a boss which you do not know the behavior of. So, but I shouldn't complain that much. Okay, not this. Oh my god. So it's not that, and that's the only info I got from that. You know what, let's do Heatman. I was going to say with the item 2 I just got, but I didn't finish the stage. That's like putting the cart before the horses. Now let's still do it. I just need a little bit of diversion eventually. I cannot believe this worked. This one, right? Yes. Yep, works fine. I only need one. I mean, the weapon energy is practically infinite, but still. Don't know where this music is from. It reminds me of a Zelda dungeon. Like from the Oracle of Seasons Ages games. Like, I don't know where they got their music library from. As I said, I really admire the Mega Man X6. I can never pronounce Mega Man X6. It refuses me. Intro track. That was really good. But maybe it's just like Capcom stuff. maybe. What's the snake do against it? Oh my god! This weapon is god tier and this... That's fun. I'm not saying this is how Atomic Fire should always have been, but it was kind of trash originally. Good. That'll make things a little bit more manageable here. And yet I still keep falling for it. Good, back to this third one, and the one over the beginning of the lava pool. And here, yes. Just jump really early. Then way later, after you've passed the extra life, after you no longer have it on the screen, right? One more, now, yes! Fuck you! Okay, good. Just like memorize stuff, right? Always on the roll, I agree with that. No enemy here. Also, hello, thank you for the first comment, Reguling Peer. Pear? Wow, I'm bad at this. Things are going pear-shaped, so it's pear. Sometimes I forget that I'm not a native speaker. Okay, so this is... Wow, what is he doing? Okay, that's normal damage. Ouch. Maybe this. Nope, that's normal damage. That's normal damage. Okay, I guess I'll just have to do it. Oh, I did not test the quick boomerangs. Right. I can actually watch the stream to see what I did try already. Yep. Hideous color scheme activated. Okay, well, he's actually immune to it. Wow, that's terrible. Well then, just gotta spam my buster. There's no way I'm going to avoid the time stopper. Oh my god. Oh, this is not good. Well, I mean, one of the other weapons doesn't work either, so I really need his weakness, I feel like. Like, the only thing that makes Flashman kind of a joke in the original is that he does not... he dies really quickly. On the other hand, his shots don't deal that much damage, so if he doesn't randomly jump into me, I should be fine, actually. Maybe if I stop running around like he missed me completely. Well then, I guess skills, pure skills. Wow, I thought this was unmanageable, but I guess I'm just that good at Mega Man, guys. Gender neutral, guys. Some glitching, but that's fine. That's fine. I mean, that's what I have save states for in case anything goes wrong. So what am I gonna try next? I can actually do Bubble Man now. I didn't progress much here, but I can kill the crabs. So, what did I get? P. Oh, it's Crash Bomb. Okay. Yeah, it's the correct one. Just destroy everything. Do you know that if you jump immediately here, then they won't fall? Fascinating stuff. Okay, whatever. These have never dealt much damage. Oh my god, the water is not good. Oh my. There was a Chanky there. Nope. Yes. These. Right, I think the Metal Babe is strong. Yeah, the Metal Babe is strong. It's done. I forgot one thing. I'm at 0 lives. See? It would be better to kill myself right now. I'm still gonna press on to see what awaits me, but it's fundamentally idiotic. crabs are also an issue in Flashman stage. Yeah, so I guess I got a really good silver bullet against them. No pun intended, because this is actually called the Silver Snake. I completely did not pay attention to the last item I got. Probably fine. I mean, without the fishes here, this is actually easier than the original, so that's nice, isn't it? Color commentary. I appreciate that. I mean, it doesn't look worse than Mega Man 6 does. Ooh, shots fired. Oh, no, god, I'm dead again. Oh my god, these fucking crabs. But anyway, this didn't go too badly, so I guess I'm gonna try just 2 more lives then. This is an X3 zone, isn't it? By the way. While we're at artistic choices. Ah, that was almost perfection. So good at this game. Oh, this weapon is amazing. Janky just came from the guy above, huh? Weird. Also, the water, going into the water sprite is a bit fucked. Bad words. Good, more crabs. It's like the enemy of this game. This one here is always deceptive. I think if you go full tilt, you will actually die against the spikes. But I think it is kind of rude of the randomizer to have just like 2 enemies here that are infinite respawn in these small corridors. I wonder if I will ever see the non-Metroids that were originally here. I don't think I've ever quite paid as much attention to the crab's behavior as I did here. Like, I didn't even know that they bounced 3 times until they started running, because it really does not matter in the original. Okay, another crab, no crab. Oh my god, I did it. Okay, cool. So let's see here about this boss being weak to the Mega Buster or not. Opening of X2. Well, that's possible. Thanks for that. If someone has more music identification, I'd be super happy. Also, hello Alex. Corona? Also chat? Not this. Maybe his own weapon? Oh wow, he's super weak to that. Well then. Also, the boomerangs are extremely slow, so I should have this in the bag, so that's nice. I can't believe I didn't die to the spikes. Guys, can I have a subscription for every time I didn't die to the spikes? No, it doesn't really matter. Just doing this first because someone was like, hey, Simon should do some Mega Man stuff again, and was like, yeah, I really should. And in case anybody's wondering, like, I have 3 videos of a Mega Man 7 Let's Play I already did, like, a year ago. And then I just kind of ran out of steam. Guts gun, that doesn't sound good, but it sounds like something Doom Man would have. Doom Guy would have. Huge guts gun. But I eventually want to get back to it, and maybe now isolation and so on is a good time, but I should also write research papers because, you know, it's what I do for a living. So, can I do this now? No, wait, wrong M. We need the one that's not M. I should try the new weapon, but on the other hand I know fully well what to do here. Not this! Not this! Not this! How many lives do I have? 0, yes. Okay, so let's try out the new weapon. Was it P? Oh no, this one is the... R then, right? Oh, this is the leaf shield. It goes to the wrong direction. I mean, it works. Does it work against the... I don't know if it works against the crab. Right, but you can't activate it in mid-air. there. Thank you for checking, Given. It is in fact from X2. So let's just do this then, I guess, and then we can go back to Airman and his shitty stage. Got the E-tank here. Do not waste it on the boss. Should be easy enough. I mean, I should be able to multitask because I mean, research papers are work, and this is free time, right? Wow. Well, that's nice. This weapon is just good against everything, I guess. Will it be good against this? No, it's not, sadly enough. So can I break through here? And it's free time, but it's still, you know, making Let's Play still work in a sense. And it's something you have to sit down and get motivated for. And it's just like a completely different state of life, I guess, than I was before when I did all of these. But it has always been fun, and I've always only done that for fun, so let's see. I'm not promising anything, but this might be an interesting start at the very least. So, are we out of the worst of it? I think we are. So now we have... I can actually get this now because I have all the items, right? Brilliant. I don't know if these get randomized in any way. So, I don't know. But yeah, this is far easier with the weapons now, and this is why I postponed the stage. Because, Jesus Christ. Just need something that is really good. So, what's good against you? Maybe you? Yes! Wonderful! So here's my information for this. Crash Bomb is now good. Don't add me. And now something else completely. Crash Bomb has always been good, you know it. In the deepest of heart. See, kill 2 enemies with 1 Crash Bomb. And another one. Now I should just see that I do not die, because it would be tragic considering the state my Crash Bombs are in. And I can get this now. This is also quite good. Very nice. Will I fly over it? Wow, I can't believe that worked. These guys are still one-hit with the P weapon, which is Crash Bomb, and I still have enough for that. Excellent. Come on. Yes! Yeah, it's actually really good now. Phew! Okay, good. That's nice. So, I'm just not gonna use the E-tank. I know that a few people are like, use your resources for this, but a life is a less precious resource than an E-tank is. I cannot test this. I'm dead. Yes. Okay. So let's see here. Yeah, the pre-placed items are not randomized. I don't know if they would be part of a stage. They are in sprites after all, but they probably don't want to replace these sprites. Oh wow, that is his weakness. Very nice, very nice. They don't want to replace them with enemies or something, and or life with an E-tank. I don't know. Frank Zip. I think this is very funny if you're streaming on Twitch and are super into the community, but I am not, so, well. I guess I'll have to do this fucking stage. Wonder if I can just cheese it in some way, but I can do the intro, I just need to be a little bit more focused. You know what, because this is what I just have to do now. I have 2 E-tanks, I have 3 lives. I will just reload the save state if I fuck up again. Like, this is more of a randomizer showcase and not of a watch Simon suffer through this dumb bullshit. 2, 3. Okay, the third one is barely any. 1 more, but I can still just keep going, right? No, not quite. I knew it. I was like, I can go now. No, no, but I was already in midair. The think the other stages were pretty fun and or funny in many ways, because I am so bad at this, just gonna give myself my lives back. I'm sorry. I was considering item 2 through it, but I fear that the crabs will just spawn on my head because I have to be high enough for the item 2 to be sensible. But I mean, I'm gonna try it, so let's see. See? That's exactly what I was afraid of. I'm gonna try it once more from the highest platform, but I'm not confident. Actually, what was the last weapon I got? Silver Snake, that is Woodman is the air shooter, that's the... what's that? Ah, that's the leaf shield, right? What's G? Ah, guts thing. What is bum lead? So this one is also randomized as to how many projectiles you can have on screen at once. It's not good for this stage then. And how quick they are and how much damage they do, obviously. Okay, item 2 from here. But again, I sincerely doubt that this is going to... Yep, it's not going to help. But worth a suggestion. Even though I am the guy who tries the special weapons, I can still be kind of blind to some of them existing, and well, the jump didn't jump, as someone else would say it. Okay, let's just focus through this. It's just the one thing I have to do, and nobody quote I can't beat airmen at me, please. It's actually a really easy stage, usually. And with really easy, I mean it's completely doable. It's not easy per se, no, it's not easy. Because I don't like this kind of elitism some people have, when they're like, okay, I've played this game 200,000 billion times. It's like, oh no, this boss that gave you trouble, it's actually super easy, super easy. Why are you gonna have trouble with this, you fucking idiot moron? I never died to this, not in my entire life. I could beat it with my hands tied backwards and my controller replaced with a spoon. Like, come on, man. Everybody always has trouble with something, and even if it is the easiest thing in the world for you, that doesn't mean that somebody didn't struggle with it, and their experiences are completely valid, and it's not for you to decide what is objectively a simple stage or not. So, I think I'm going to try the not leaf shield here. This is not the not leaf shield. It's this one here, right? No, this is bubbly. This, yes. To the left. I mean, it works, but the activation period is killer. Ugh. Wait, like this? Yes, okay, good. I mean, that did work. Ah, these things are kind of immune to it. Okay, so that's the issue here. Let's just press on them. That was almost clever. Oh, I'm so dead. I'm not dead. I think I'm going to keep on with this. Ooh, that music didn't like what was just happening there. I have to keep running, stop running into these. Actually. Yes. 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 Okay, so I got plenty of things, and as they are spawned randomly now, the projectiles, it means that the patterns are probably less unfair. Okay, this one was not dodgeable. Okay, never mind then. Let's see. What am I going to try first? Yeah, this one has served me well. It's not gonna do anything right now. don't believe that there is a weapon that can actually cut through the projectiles, so this one is really idiotic, like extremely dumb. No? No? Yep, this one is good. I'm going to use an E-Tangler. Whatever, man. They also changed something else, by the way, which is that... oh, that's nice. Free hit. That you can no longer use an E-Tank if you have full lives. Full life. So that's nice. Water Eye. Good. So this cutscene is... Sorry about that noise, but we all know it, we all love it. Is also shortened, I think. The quality of life thing. I think. Well, probably not, considering the music has to play, but maybe these ones? Maybe. What is this? Anyway, I'm gonna save state here again. Actually, I should use the Metal Blade one. These are barely randomized. What does this do, by the way? Oh, this is just time stopper. Can you toggle it? No, but it's gone after a random amount of time, and it's a certain chance that you can toggle it off, like the Mega Man 4 variation. No, this is bubbles. Oh. Wow. Okay, I didn't know that they were immune, but apparently they are. This wrong one. Still correct. Ha! Eat shit. It's not perfect, but it's fun. And I have a lot more weapon energy, so I'm going to keep using it. Not looking forward to this here with PPs. Quite. That's exactly my issue. I've already forgotten half of these weapons. But at the very least it doesn't really matter because I get my health back. These things are also one hit to the Atomic Fire XP. Keep that in mind. Will it respawn immediately? No. Alright, I can't change because it's still on screen. Well, this is not great. This is not great at all. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate this. Is this even possible with item 1? Ugh. Wow, this is fucking annoying. It has always been annoying. But now it just gains an extra wrinkle of this bullshit, so I guess I'm just gonna farm weapon energy here. Well, that's a lot of weapon energy. Metal blade here. Something like this. Well, I mean, I didn't die to it. And more item 3. I mean, in a sense, it's kind of brilliant that you do have the PP here replenishing your stuff, but god fucking damn it. It doesn't help that I'm really bad at this. Sorry. Realize this is not the most entertaining part of this, but it has never been, neither for the watcher nor the player. Wood shield, wood shield, wood shield, wood shield. Ah. Great. Love it. So this is not fun, as I said, but there is little I can do about that. I just have to refill item 3 well and hope for the best. There's some hitches here and there where I think it's not perfectly running because of a lot of enemies on screen or the randomizer having a few issues. Of course, it doesn't help that sometimes you have to wait until the current weapon is off the screen. In a sense, it's just like that's an issue Mega Man 2 has. It's not entirely an issue with the randomizer per se, but there is a question I dare ask: why use Mega Man 2 as the base then? Because it's not that good of a game, all things considered. I know that's complete heresy, but I've always stuck true to that. I think that Mega Man 3 onwards are just far superior in many aspects. And the reverence people have for Mega Man 2 is it's fine. I won't tell you that you should not like a game. It's not how I roll. But this could have chosen a better baseline, I think. So anyway, I'm just gonna do one more leaf shield here. Which is not gonna come then. It's gonna come as soon as I put down the item 3, right? No? Well, that's fine with me, that's fine with me. Wonderful. Good. So, further. These guys were one hits with just the buster. Yeah. And I'm gonna keep refilling item 3. Like, I'm really sorry, this is extremely boring, but I don't really know what to do about that. It's great that you like all of the Mega Man. It's good liking things. It's not that I hate Mega Man 2, but and I said not that good of a game. That's a bit facetious. It's a good game. There is no questions about it. But it's old feeling in a way where the others starting from it don't really do. Like it has some flaws which I feel are like perfectly acceptable for a game of its age, and which you can overlook. And I have overlooked them before, otherwise I wouldn't have played it. Oh, well, goodbye then. But it's sometimes you see obviously that there are some design sensibilities that are not quite there. There are some things that have been tried out here which obviously did not quite work. And then starting from Mega Man 3 they got into a groove and they adapted a sort of game design where I feel like you can always just... This is faster than before, I think. You can always just pick it up and play and be entertained. In a sense. And don't really have to worry about these kind of idiosyncrasies of old games. Always trust in the atomic fire. Oh. Sorry, trying to be tricky never works out. Good. Can't wait to see what the Mecha Dragon actually is about, randomized. Also can't wait to run out of item 1 weapon energy. At the very least these guys wouldn't bother me. Just gonna keep with this. Sounds a bit low. Thank you, that's the first time I heard of that, which is good to know. Which sound is low, mine or the game's? Oh, well, well, never mind then. It's good if your system was just set up weird. Then like you don't have to throw away the entire beginning of this. So this is gonna be a terrible pain in the ass. Once I get to the Mecha Dragon, I think I'm gonna set a save state again, because there is just like there is absolutely no reason to suffer through this annoyance here. Then maybe game over at the next stage and start full at Wily 2. I mean, we don't even have the known good music trademark for this stage here. One more, I think. Ah, wonderful. There we go. So, shouldn't botch this. There is no danger on these screens, so that's nice. What did I use? A trusty one. Oh, that's also good, because I want to have this full starting the next stage. Double game over there. Well, never mind. Again, another thing where it's just like, it's just more advantageous to game over. And another complete failure of extra lives as a reward and a risk and thrill thing, in my opinion. But I've ranted enough about that. I think you could write an entire thesis on that at some point, and that's not what I want to do. I've written a few theses already. Good. So, this should not be hard. I just have to keep my wits about me. It's also another thing, like I always get a little bit fatigued after playing games for too long, which is why I've always liked doing Let's Plays of the Mega Man series, because you can do those in 10-minute chunks at most. Trust Atomic Fire? Nope. And I'm fucking dead. Wonderful. Okay. Good thing I put the save state here. What am I going to try next? This one? Yeah, this is good. And yeah, I know you should get to the top platform, but on the other hand, I also didn't know what he was going to do, so I did not do anything wrong. That's good. Oh, I'm out. Like, why is nothing happening? Nope. What was that again? Ah, that was the Atomic Fire. Actually going to try... No? Big Boomerang, I mean, obviously, right? No, no, it's not actually good. Well then, Metal Blade works. I mean, it only deals one... What about this? Doesn't actually do anything either. I should just finish it. I should just finish it then, he says. Excellent! I wouldn't be so quick to dismiss extra lives as just a relic, Alex, because there were people in the ROM Hackeria thread on Something Awful, I'm going to post the finished YouTube recording of this on, who said that they actually think about extra lives as something, oh, they're just immune. Okay, well then. What was he? Oh no, he cannot be weak to the time stopper. That's definitely a thing that cannot happen. What was that? Sorry, mixing up the ones. Doesn't help that I do not quite remember all the... Ooh, god fucking damn it. Why am I so bad at this? So there were people in the ROM Hackeria thread who were adamant that extra lives have still a place, in that case in Mario ROM hacks, because you cannot really reward the player in any other way. They say in the sense that coins are extra lives and extra lives are extra lives. So how to put anything special in there? And I'm not gonna get into any kind of refutations of that, because wow, he's just getting a little bit too close there. That's also something that I didn't think was going to happen. Well, I'm gonna use his weakness and see if I can get him down enough if I do not spam it at the start while he's still invulnerable. But I'm really glad about the save state now, because this stage is always torture to go through. I know everybody loves the music, but it's not a good level. In fact, it's terrible and I really, really hate it. And I think for most Mega Man games, people are... they like the Robot Masters and so on, and playing around with weapons. And the Wily stages, they've always been kind of like... sometimes they are okay, sometimes they have some interesting bosses, but it's never really been about them in any way. And it's abundantly clear in this game, I feel like, because if you only had the Wily stages, then Mega Man 2 would not be remembered as a classic great game, I think. Anyway, this music is really bad. It's extremely boring. Oh well, I'll take that. I mean, I'm gonna game over anyway at some point, but there is no reason not to check out what's happening. Just in case. A second one here. So this is just making things a little bit annoying at the start. Right, item 2 part. Full item 2, so I'm gonna get some item 1. See if something weird happens here. Or if it's just like the normal stuff. I still don't know what destroys the walls. I will have to find out for View Beam Trap. Right, there is a knife here. I mean, I can just press on. But again, it would be more sensible, more strategic, more rational to just destroy myself at the start. And that's, again, that is something that should never ever happen. What was this again? Crash bomb. That was actual crash bomb. Yeah, so maybe it's bubble lead? It is not. It's leaf shield. It is leaf shield. Okay then. I mean, oh, well stocked up here now. But for Wily Beam Trap, if he's weak to the same weapon that the walls are weak to, then I should stock up on it. Well, that would be a hell corridor if I didn't know what they were weak to. I really feel for people who would play this, and I know they exist, who are like, the randomizer, that's very interesting for all of the enemy locations. Anyway, I'm going to do this buster only because that's how I always play Mega Man, missing the entire point of the randomizer in my opinion. It's like the enemy replacements are fun, but the new weapon behaviors are definitely what this is about in my opinion. Yeah, while we're here, I mean, I can give some opinions on the randomizer so far. It's fun. It's something I do appreciate in randomizers, for example in Dark Souls randomizers as well. I've played a few of those, or some Final Fantasy randomizer. I tried the Final Fantasy 4 one, where it gives you some sort of new tools to play around with. Where in a context where you wouldn't have used them before. Basically, there is a lot of weapons in Dark Souls, which you get like at the very end of the game, and it's like, okay, all the Wily bosses are immune to the Mega Buster. Okay, and also to that. E is time stop, E is time stop, don't forget that. Okay, this won't do. Oh yeah, that Buster works 25% of the time or something like that. Sorry for that misinformation. This is definitely the case here, where there is weapons which you would not consider using before that had their behaviors randomized in a way that make them suddenly usable. Goodbye. And goodbye. So you are more encouraged to play around with them. And I think that is a very good thing, because I like the idea of Atomic Fire, for example, but it's not good. It's not a weapon which you can just use. Because you will always run out before it will do you any good. And here it's just like one of the best weapons in the game. And there's just like nothing wrong with that. Just saying it's a little cheesy at some parts, but on the other hand, what else would I have done against the crabs? So, yeah. So, what was good? Not Crash Bomb, not Metal Blade, not... It was not this one, it was this. Which is great, because I don't have much of that left. I guess I'll have to use Metal Blade and just like spam it. Oh, this is not good. Because you really depend on these things dying quickly. Like, that's the entire design of them, that they die quickly. And them being immune to the Mega Buster. Ooh. Um, I mean, I'm not really seeing it, unless I can refill here on the one weapon I definitely need, but farming against these guys is... it's not fun. Like, that's definitely Beauty and Trap situation here. I think I'm just gonna kill myself again. Actually, it's just like... It's tragic, but I need this weapon, just from the way the design works now. Oh wow, I can actually kill these, wow. And as I said, I could farm them, but I think I'm far better off just having a full weapon. And the stage itself is utterly trivial, of course. It's never been hard. It's all about the item usage again, which is mostly just boring. And of course, if you game over enough, then you also have to farm item 3 energy, which is another wrinkle of fun. But yeah, this is sensible to do it like this. And also the E-tanks persist through game over. I don't know if that was the case in original Mega Man 2. Either way, this is far more sensible to do it like this. Okay, so do not use up too much Leaf Shield. Do get all of the extra lives. Can't have item 2. And Leaf Shield against Beauty Beam Trap, and I'm gonna need the air weapon. Leaf Shield was armed. It's a shield around roll, that's how I'm gonna memorize it. Good. All set up like that. This part is also trivia. Super happy that I got something that can just take these out in one shot. Don't quite know how I would dodge those. So yeah, back to the randomizer. So the weapons are fun, and I think for me the main selling point, I mean I've always liked the weapons, but still, that's in my opinion what you are... what you should play Mega Man for, to play around with these kind of things. But I can despawn him. Fucking idiot. Next time then. Oh god, I hate this. Hate it. Go away. So, like this. But the enemies themselves, it's interesting to consider their new weaknesses, so which is again tying into the weapons, of course. But also where they are placed now, of course. I mean, that is obvious, but it does lead you to think a little bit differently about how you might approach things, and which of the new weapons, which might not be their weaknesses, but have different angles, different shot speeds, and so on. So it's a re-evaluation, a rediscovery, which I do appreciate in many ways. So here goes nothing. That was close. Almost walked into that one. Yep. This was symmetrical. I should use some more of the metal blades. That's basically the only thing I can really do here. If I run out of a wind weapon, which has an unfortunately low energy pool. And I mean, they're only going to get faster. Ah, for fuck's sake! And yeah, I'm almost completely out again. Should have save stated here, just like for convenience's sake. It's really dumb, okay. There's nothing I can say about that. It's like, it's a classic view beam trap problem where you need a specific weapon and you just cannot do anything without that weapon, and you have to just farm it. No two ways about it. And this is the only farming spot I have here with these bozos. too tempted by the life. I mean, yeah, this is unfortunate that this can happen, I think, because I do not actually quite get why they made the Wily bosses only 25% of the time vulnerable against the Mega Buster. Like, I have zero idea what kind of idea this embodies. Like, why? It's like, I run out of these two weapons and that's it then. I have to do this. That cannot be part of the intended design of the randomizer. I mean, theoretically I would have to refill on metal blades as well. Oh boy. It's like I don't want to save state all the time, that's why I didn't do it like out of reflex, but I really should have. And I don't know how people do that when they run a marathon of this or like a race. Not a marathon, but because that's the thing people do, right? What if you do run out of weapons like that? Or if you do like a speed run, that also happens. How do you adapt to a situation where a boss is only weak to a weapon which you then... I mean, maybe they're just really good at fighting bosses. That cannot... That could be possible, because, I mean, I'm not, obviously. But still. I might also be overlooking something obvious. So if I am, please tell me. Also, sure would be great if these guys dropped anything better than what I'm getting from now. And yeah, I'm trying to jump as soon as they jump to prevent them from firing, but it doesn't really work all the time. This time it did. In case someone didn't know that, if you are not touching the ground when they touch the ground as they land, then they cannot fire their weapons for some reason. One more and I think it should be fine. Ah, this will be fine, yes. Oh, this will be more than fine. Actually gonna refill the metal blade XP from this. Yes, and yes. Okay, good. So now, I'm really low on life, of course. So let's see how that goes. The sad thing is that the life capsule at the end will not respawn. Do I have enough item 3 for one more? No, I cannot change weapons. Pure skill, pure skill. I think I'm just gonna use an E-tank then. And then save state. Oh! Did I thought that they were one time only, but I mean, I guess I'll take that. They will work 25% of the time, Alex says. Well, okay, I mean, I guess then I can try the Buster at the start. See if that does give you a fighting chance if I run out of weapon energy again. I'm not seeing it. Alright. Oh, you removed your message, but too late, I already tried it. I'm sorry, you are wrong, and it will forever be inscribed in the annals of history. Okay then, 2 weapons to work with. Oh, for fuck's sake, Boxster. I mean, I did have the save state. Did I really try everything? I think I did. If you saw me not try anything, yell in the chat. Now that is community engagement. I think I cannot kill this guy just with metal blades, so might as well switch now. I hope it's enough. I better not miss. Better not just die. I'm out. Again. There must be something I can do, right? No, they're immune to that. Oh, this is time stopper, so they're immune to that. No. Immune to leaf shield. Is this just like... Is this possible? It's like, I mean, I got almost full weapon energy for both of them. Does it mean I would just have to never miss? With any of them? It's actually no problem, I'm just making fun of you, Alex. Okay, I can get hit only twice. I mean, it was also worth a try, because maybe I just gave up too early. So, I really don't know. I mean, I also don't know how generally well made, tested, and so on this randomizer is. It was just recommended I try this, and I thought it might be fun, and also it has been fun so far. But it might be possible that it's just like, oh yeah, some seeds are impossible, and that's just accepted by the community, and it's just like not many people play this. Sorry for being sloppy, I'm just like thinking about things. What I could do otherwise. Yeah, not this. It's just too many of them, I think. Because I mean, the weapon energy consumption is also randomized, so... Oh, you can kill them with bubble lead. Jesus Christ. Okay, it just looked like it didn't do anything. Okay, let's start over then. So, bubble lead. Yeah, okay, because this one has almost infinite energy, so I can do it with that then. Oh my god. I'm sorry for that, but there's just like... Told you to yell at me if I didn't try anything. It still takes a lot of shots. Now I have a fighting chance. It's not like even I'm one of those players who think like, oh, bubble lead, this must be terrible. I actually quite like bubble lead in the original, but you know, it's still not the most obvious choice for this randomizer, and has been kind of bad against many of the enemies so far. So. It's not good, no, you know, but as long as it gives me the ability to actually succeed here and get through this wall, I'm happy. Okay, let's not get hit twice. Okay, yeah, I needed this E-tank. Jesus Christ! Okay, finally. Well, that was not fun at all. Whew, getting kind of sweaty, but now I have to see it through to the end. Oh, I do know that song. Oh, oops. Should have got the other one first. Yeah, let's actually refill bubble lead. Might be some other thing's weakness. As far as I remember, they said that they couldn't really randomize the fishes yet. Oh wait, crash bomb. It's crash bomb. So you will never see a fish just like randomly appear somewhere. They're working on it, but I don't know how they would do it honestly. So yeah, there's this dumb bullshit here. Spike drops. I love them. So, and always, because Mega Man 2 did it, you have to do it over and over and over again. Including the surprise spikes at the end. Hello, darkness, my old friend. These crabs, really. On the other hand, it's better than the drills. Were there drills here? Anyway, this is like the shortest stage in the universe. So let's see what we can do against you, huh? No? Will it blend? No. Nope. Nope. That's good because it's a pain in the ass to use. Actually does work. Not good, but it does work. Keeping it in mind. Not the time stop. And let's do work. Oh, not like this. Okay. Okay, anything else? I haven't tried this one yet. I think there is some kind of trick to when he makes mets and when he doesn't. But fuck if I know. I've read it at some point, like some hardcore speedrunners and/or challenge runners who want to do this game like non-hit. They know these things, of course, but I don't. I'm not hardcore enough for that. It's a bit of a waste if you get like this, but so I still have to try crash bombs, and otherwise I know which two weapons he's weak to. Let's repeat. Wait until he's tankable. No. Nope! Okay, good. So it's metal blades and quick boomerangs. I'm just gonna use the standard quick boomerang. Because that's just more spammable. There we go! Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I think it's just like if he lowers his fist, then the mets can't come out, and I don't think I ever realized that. Because the boss is such a non-issue, you can just spam him dead in the normal game. Don't need item 3 anymore, I don't think so. I mean, maybe Bio Beam's room. I need the leaf shield for Bio Beam. That's pretty much it. Semi. Oh, okay, it just takes a little bit longer for it to spawn, which is fine by me. Oh, right, here already. There was something about these floor tiles being... hate it. I think you can't really do this though, like, kind of need to do it. Oh, you can't switch weapons, right. Should I bother? Should I really bother? I think I'm not gonna bother. I mean, it could always come down from there, I guess. Ah, I got save states. So let's lose bubble lead for its intended purpose. It's not quite what I was expecting, but that's pretty much what it's going to do then, I guess. I think where the floor tiles are missing is... idiot. Is randomized. Something like this. Oh, well. I'm not gonna bother with that then. On the other hand... I got 3, that's fine, that's plenty. Ooh, wow. Oh, wind? Wind? Here? Is it... It is doing a little bit. Ooh. Don't forget to hold up when you change weapons on the ladder. Oh, there were drills there as well. Oh no. And usually there is just tellies here, which is whatever. This seems particularly unsafe. I wonder, are they actually going to... They are affecting me. Oh my god. Oh my god. This sucks. Huh. I should consider some item usage then. So this guy doesn't really do anything, but it's probably just because he's like over there. They should time stop against those guys. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, no, you can shortcut here with an item, but I might need those. How much lives do I have? 2. Yeah, that's probably the best case scenario I get. Yeah, okay. That platform also does not go on then. Can I do this? No, I can't because I get pulled off the ladder. Phenomenal. I feel like this is kind of a worst case scenario for this room. I am going to save state at the top. I'm not even sorry about that because I feel like I need to figure this out in a way that is not one life at a time. That's of course always the problem if you have instant death in your rooms. Generally I kind of like these rooms, like they're kind of unique as far as Mega Man goes because you really do not often have these kind of pure platforming in a sense segments where the platforms move and so on. That's not something you do that often. And does it just not work then? Okay. Hold to the right then. Oh my god, this is completely uncontrollable. Like you slide around in ways that are... wow. Okay. I mean, you could always try and do it with invincibility frames, but you don't have many of those. Let's see if I can activate item 2 of the... Yeah, I'm also sliding off item 2. I think the best bet would be time stop when the platform is higher. There. Can't switch off time stop either. Here. Nope, 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 nope. No, no. I mean, the randomizer deaths, like in the README file, they do say that you can use the technique which will allow you to go forward in the air. This doesn't quite work, but it should be like this. Should be fine. Almost fine. Okay. Right, I mean I could kill this guy with Metal Blade, obviously. I didn't quite consider it. I was like, I don't have a screen clearing weapon. But I think No. But thanks for that idea. You don't have anything else that fires downwards. Maybe bubble lead? That won't work. I tried Time Stopper. I can try it again, Firebrand. So I have already Time Stopper on like this. The thing is, it stops the platforms as well. Um, I do have to do a lot of the initial platforming anyway, and you cannot switch away from it. So what I could try to do is wait until the platform is down there, tank a hit from that guy to kill him, and there should be a one hit with the Buster, and then get on the platform again, and hopefully the left two ones are... I can kill him. Now I can time stop, I think. Like this, and time stop on the platform when it's down there. And this... ah! Oh, God damn it. That's something similar to this, I guess. Yep, and I hold right here. Leaf Shield, I don't know, I haven't tried it yet. But Leaf Shield is incredibly hard to control here because... there we go! Jesus Christ, let's never do this again. Because it fires in the opposite direction, which you press. So that's fun. Good. Yeah, this one here has never been that much of an issue if you know what to do. And we did it. So I have never fought these guys. Like, there was one in Quickman which was just like readily disposed of. Okay, so it just has a buttload of health. Atomic Fire, save me! Ha! It's just good against everything! Yep, it is. It still needs two, but at least it doesn't trigger them, so that's nice. And it always hits as well. Bueno. Good, so for this I need Leaf Shield. Which is the R weapon, right? Yeah. Not full. Okay, never mind. So this one here is not weak to the Leaf Shield itself. It's a journey of discovery for everybody. Oh, so actually it is then. At least it has a somewhat sane weapon energy consumption here. Still, can I do this? Not if it won't let me switch out quickly enough. Not if it won't let me switch out quickly enough, I said. Good, some more Leaf Shield. Shit. I'm just gonna do this so that I have a clear path, because it's not like I'm hard pressed for ammo here. And there we go. Well, that was much easier than the original. As I just discovered through a terrible, what's it called, Pico Pico trap, fight Firebrand, the Buster only works 25% of the time, as in you have a 25% chance that it works at all, otherwise it won't work. So, let's do this then. Thinking... Yeah, should just refill this guy's weakness bubble lead though. Let's see here. Well, this actually worked out quite nicely. There you go. So yeah, it sounds really bad, the music here, I gotta say. So Quickman, just killed with the Buster, I think, originally. No, he did not. What was it? Was it Metal Blade? One of them is weak against Time Stopper, but there is always like secondary weaknesses as well. Seriously, what was it? It was somehow really easy, but I'm blanking on it. Was it? Ah, his original, his own weapon, right. Because the quick boomerang here is kind of bay as well, but I used Atomic Fire so much that I kind of forgot how good it really is. So he's weak against the Buster, and I can just tank him. I can't tank his body, right. But he's probably weak against something else then. Did I try that? Nope. Really should know this beforehand. I think I really should have just done the Buster. Oh boy. Anyway, I need the full weapons anyway, so that doesn't really matter here. Let's continue. I'm gonna put a safe state here just in case. And let's, I mean, these two I know. Let's try this guy first. See what I can do against him. I mean, maybe he's weak to the Time Stopper. He is not. At the very least, didn't cost me much. Yes? Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. It's like very original weakness. That was dumb. Fuck you. There you go. Okay, so Quickman is an easy refill. What do we have here? Okay, Flashman was a real pain in the dick hole. Maybe he's weak to the Time Stopper. He is. Excellent. So he too will be an easy refill if I ever have to redo this. Very nice. Next one. Okay, you were weak against... what was it? Was it the Atomic Fire? Nope. Was not Metal Blade, no. Oh, I mean, kind of. We can do this dance if you want to. I mean, the fact that the randomizer randomizes boss behavior as well allows for silly stuff like this to happen. That's fun. Still using up a lot more Metal Blades than I should. I'm just gonna use the Buster. Because I never know what kind of weapon I need against the next Wily boss that is inexplicably not weak against Busters. So this guy here is a joke in a sense, and he was weak to that. And he has a really randomized distance which he goes, so that can go wrong really easily. Case point. Please. Fuck's sake. Oh my god. Well, nothing to it, I guess I just gotta keep trying. Is it always the same? No, it's not. Oh, I'm really bad at this. Extremely bad at this. Okay, let's keep that for now and see what the others are what the best things to do against the others. Oh, was that also quick? No, it was not quick boomerang. I think he was also kind of weak against the Buster. Yes, he was. Yes, so that's not an issue. And he was really weird because he barely jumps. Oh wow, okay, never mind. So that's a quick erasure. So I just need to deal with the Heatman situation here. And then I can take out the other twos, I know, hopefully easily enough. It's not actually his weakness, is it? Do I want to risk something healing him to full? It's not this. No, not really. Okay, this was not bad. And it takes less weapon energy. Wow, Simon, that was almost competent. Why do you not do this always? Alright, so these two I know. Right, I already have it out. Taste of your own medicine, pal. Top left one was... already forgotten. Ah, right. And he was... oh my god, really? Ah. Okay, I'm sorry, it's just like really dumb. But yeah, okay, so let's do this guy here because he was giving me the most issues somehow. I mean, why am I saying somehow? He was not easy originally. It was just like a little bit more predictable, which is pretty much the crux, right? Predictability. It's just like extremely easy to buster. Take one of his shots and that's that. There's a free refill down there. This is this guy, right? I can just erase him. Because he doesn't even jump high enough. Don't forget to step off the teleporter though. So let's do him now that I'm full. Tactics. No way to dodge that. 3 hits, so that's nice. Oh! For fuck's sake. Okay, now I gotta refill. So much for no steppy on the teleporter. I'm just spamming the button now. Because it's confirmed that Time Stopper can't be the weakness of any of the Wily bosses. What was the power P? Oh no, wait, that is not Woodman. It was his own weapon again, but it might be something else as well. Yeah, right, it was this. And that's actually really easy, it's almost like intended. It's not. Where was Woodman? Probably here then. Right. My short-term memory is really bad, I'm pretty sure I haven't mentioned that yet. Oops. I don't know how I turned around there, but it's bad. Phew. That was pretty close in many ways. Really hope that I do not need crash bombs against the next boss, huh? Because that is always an issue that can crop up, of course. Alright, quick against quick. I still have 2 retakes, it should be fine. It should be fine. She's just going to zoom. Okay, like this. Good. Okay, so save state number 3. I think the stream was frozen for a bit. Why didn't anybody tell me? Good thing I was recording on the side. I hope that works out. So yeah, now we're back here. Oh, the distances between these are randomized as well, huh? I mean the intervals. Right, yeah, of course they are. Or are they? And I'm just being dumb. Well, easy enough. Let's just finish this then. I hope I can find out quickly what the issue, what his deal is. It is the Buster. He's actually weak to the Buster. Well, that's great then. Ah, almost first try. Almost first try. Ah, well. Maybe this time I won't get hit by these things. Also one of the most random ass enemies and or obstacles. But I think that's a common observation. What the fuck just happened? How did I get hit there? Anyway, again, just like not going to bother too much with that. Putting a save state. Putting a save state. This is pretty much the same thing. Just with a more beautiful alien. I'm saying it's easy, but I think the shot intervals were more regular originally. Yeah, good thing I put the save state there. Actually a little bit later, because, you know, I just want to go through and see if we have any interesting credits or anything else. And then I can call it a day. Not really a player built for marathon sessions. Wow, that was perfect. Alright, I also know now why the stream stopped, because I'm an idiot. F3 is my stream stop button. Whoops. Extremely sorry about that. I don't think that much of value was lost. And yeah, F3 is also the save state button. Yeah, and you shouldn't have done that. You also should have told me, all 5 of you who are watching, including me so far. Again, it should be recorded in a full video if that is important. So, final thoughts on the randomizer. It's fun, as I said. It's cool to play around with what might as well be new weapons. Um, but there were some unfortunate situations, again related to weapon energy, which were not the same as in Mega Man 2, the original, because Beer Beam Trap, fortunately, is not weak against the same weapon that kills the balls, though it could be. Um, but the fact that the Wily bosses require, for the most part, a specific weapon to kill, or two specific, or even three specific weapons, you can still get really easily into a situation where you have to farm for a long time, and I did that. So got a demonstration of how bad it can go. But overall, should be avoided in the future. I don't know. I mean, there is no real reason to not make them weak to the Buster. I don't get that. I have no idea what they were thinking with that, because otherwise I could have just gone through the Pico Pico fight and I would be just fine. But anyway, this sure looks like the normal credits, except that you can't see the Robot Masters anymore, presumably because of the randomization. So I don't know if there is going to be some specific credits of the randomizer people, but I'm gonna stick around for them anyway. So if I'm going to re-upload the video, I can just cut this part or not. Otherwise, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for your comments. Did have some active participation at the very least at the end, and I would have done it even if nobody watched it, because I'm going to upload the video afterwards anyway. And it was a fun way to spend an evening. Yeah, and I don't know, I'm not going to do this specific one again, but maybe something else? I don't know, I've talked about that before. If I'm gonna pick up the Mega Man 7 Let's Play I have in the pipeline, don't know, I would have to reteach myself all of the recording software. I'm really not looking forward to that, because it's just like I always do that. Ah, there we have the specific crate, so it's good that I watched out for that. Ah, and it says the actual weaknesses, so would have to look at that again. Don't know what A means, but it's probably like super weak against something specific. Thank you very much for making a Duck Fist, but do consider making things not immune to the Buster. There was a reason why that was only ever once the case. Twice. Beam and the Alien. And for the Alien you had a weapon which you are very unlikely to run out of beforehand, and you have practically infinite shots. I mean, of course you can always game over in the final stage to refill your items. And it's really extremely really weird that as soon as you reach the Wily stages, game overing is almost entirely a positive thing. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. That was that, and thank you very much for your attention.